Hey again from the garden, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So I wanted to hop on here today and give you guys an update on the building that we purchased. I'm in my fenced-in garden, and a couple weeks ago I posted a video that we bought the neighboring building, and some of you guys have been asking for an update. We have a few things in motion, so that's what I want to share with you in this video. All right, so here we are behind the building, and you can see we finally got our hands on a big roll-off dumpster. So we're going to be clearing out a lot of the things inside of the building here soon. That's one of the things we're going to get started. So let me just take you inside, show you what we're going to be getting rid of. All right, so if you saw the last video I posted, I gave you a little bit of a tour of the building. So coming in the back door here, this is going to be my workroom. And we just have a lot of stuff we got to throw in the dumpster. There's a lot of old cabinets and a lot of things like that that just need to go in the dumpster. My husband's in here kind of cleaning things up and making piles. He also got this room cleaned out. This is the creepy bathroom. So he removed the toilet and capped it, but this room will get transformed into my flower cooler with a cool bot, which I am really excited for. In the rest of the building, there's just miscellaneous stuff. There's a bunch of lumber left here. My husband went through, and all of the really good usable lumber, he moved it down to the basement. But there's a bunch of scrap stuff left here. These walls are also going to be taken out. If we walk up front here, someone must have at one point framed this out to be some sort of office space. So these walls need to come out. These cabinets are junk. This drop ceiling is junk. So all this and all the clutter and a bunch of extra flooring, all of this just needs to go in the dumpster. So now that we have one, we can start tearing all of this out. We also need to remove the entire ceiling because, well, you can see that's where there was a hole in it once. All of this needs to come down. We need to build a whole new ceiling and all new insulation. So all that needs to go in the dumpster as well. So I'm hoping in the next week or so we can start moving some of this clutter out of here, tear these walls down, and that's really going to transform the space. We'll be able to see how open this area is and how all of the light comes in from those front windows. And I am really excited. Again, this back area is going to be my workroom. The front area is going to be where people can come and pick up their flowers. It's going to be a retail space. It's just going to be really exciting, and then we can actually start working on the building. So the other thing that we have in motion is that we have an engineer that has been here. We had a structural engineer come, and what he did was he did his measurements and kind of, you know, took all the information that he needed. He sent us a report, and now we are in the stage where he's putting together the drawings for how we repair the basement. This building was built in 1930, and it's got a shelf foundation. I'll take you down there and show you what it looks like. But one whole wall is failing, and so we need to have that whole wall repaired so that the building doesn't fall in. So that's the first project. Once we get the foundation all rebuilt next year, we'll start in the tuck pointing, and then we can start making it pretty. So I want to take you downstairs into the basement, which I haven't done yet, and just give you a peek of what it looks like down there. So currently, to enter the basement, we go down this stairway. This is outside at the back of the building. Once we have everything done in the top floor, we'll be building a new stairway so we can actually access the basement from the upstairs. But coming into the basement, and I know the lighting is not ideal, here's all the lumber that my husband has saved. And at some point, again, I said that the basement, the building was built in 1930. Someone poured a concrete floor, and it actually is really nice. It stays really dry down here, which is surprising. So you can see cabinets, insulation, all this stuff needs to get moved out. But one of the things I'm kind of excited about, this back room, it's already framed out a little bit. We're going to finish it off, and this is going to be a root cellar for our vegetables. I think that's going to be so nice to have. But the main thing that we got to get fixed down here is this north wall. So again, the building was built in 1930, and this is a shelf foundation. And you can see someone has kind of rigged something up with an old window pane to try to keep it from falling in. The bottom part of the shelf is made with these clay blocks, which just don't hold up like concrete does. But up here, and this is the scary part, this whole wall is collapsing and all this dirt is pouring in. And so under the shelf, so the footings are here, and then here's the shelf, and then this is where the clay block came down. All under here is just all dirt. There are no cement footings holding the rest of this building up. So this north wall has to be completely rebuilt. This is all junk lined up to go in the dumpster. And then you can see this whole corner is completely collapsed in as well. And this has just happened over time with the wall failing, but the fact that there hasn't been heat in here in decades has also caused it to fail, because the ground is freezing and thawing, and then it collapses and settles. So the engineer is drawing up the designs for this whole north wall to be rebuilt, either with a poured concrete wall or a block wall. And then we will be able to have this whole basement as usable space. So I'm sure a lot of you, after looking at that, are thinking, oh my gosh, you're crazy. Well, when we had the contractor here and we were talking to him about our options, we discussed rebuilding the foundation wall or filling in the entire basement with like a structural sand, taking up the main floor and pouring a brand new concrete floor. He thought it would be comparable in costs. So we would really like to save the basement. We really want the space. It's a nice dry basement. I hope to do all of my seeds starting down there. We'll have that root cellar. We'll have storage. I'll be able to grow winter tulips, hopefully. It'll just be a really great space. And then the top floor of this building then can be my work area and the retail area. And I think it's going to be a perfect size, and I'm just really excited. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be amazing in the end. So anyway, that's the update I have for you guys on the building. We're going to start clearing stuff out of here hopefully this weekend. When we do that and start demo, I'll probably set up my camera so that you guys can see how that goes. And then once we get the engineer's drawing back, we'll probably get the contractor in here. I don't know if we're going to be able to start anything this fall or not, or if we're going to have to wait till spring. We'll just see how the weather goes and what their schedule is like. But once we get started, I think we're going to see some changes happen real fast. So I'll make sure to keep you guys updated. The next video you will probably be seeing is me planting tulip bulbs. This week we have temperatures in the 50s and 60s, lows in the mid to upper 30s. So it's the perfect time for me to get those thousands of tulips in the ground. So I'll make sure to do a video on that this week for you guys. So watch for that. Hope you're having a great week. We'll see you soon.